seen scripts cut niggas like fades. Tape it up, lined up, they waved. Goodbye, not today. Please go back and fix your face. You look dumb with the shit you say. I done lay bricks, ain't talking, yay. No homo, my walk is straight. Big friend shirt like it's 08. You don't understand that shit's okay. Please just don't underestimate. My God, he's amazing. Ain't talking rock like crack cocaine. We got promised the land of Canaan. That's the
praises, all praises. Another Shabbat, Shalom, another beautiful Shabbat that the Most High God, Yahweh, has blessed us to come out here and teach the word and to rebuke, to exhort with all, let me get that, rebuke, exhort with all authority. You know, we thankful to be in this truth, man. We thankful to have another blessed day to come out here and try to walk according to righteousness, to try to compel our people to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability, right?
That's right.
All praise to the Most High. Another thing too, I don't know if y'all been watching the news, but there's been a lot of killings going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of senseless violence, a lot of murders, a lot of a lot of just wickedness, especially among our nation. You know what I mean? And we tired of that, man. So we come out here to try to compel our brothers to get out of gang violence and to not have that evil eye towards our brother. Matter of fact, let's get Matthew 18. Because a thing, too, that we got to realize among our nation is that our laws are so righteous that the Most High gave us. And let me get that Deuteronomy. You drop it. What you got? Yeah, go ahead. Bring that out, kid.
The book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 15. These things speak and exhort and rebuke with all authority.
And do what?
And rebuke with all authority.
Why do we come out here?
And rebuke with all authority. Let no man despise thee.
So don't let no man despise us for rebuking with all authority. How you doing, brother, going into the store? Hey, brother, holla at us when you come out or before you go in, Lord willing. So we out here to rebuke with all authority. And that's the thing about it, is walking in that authority. How y'all doing, sisters? Y'all believe in God? Y'all love white Jesus?
White Jesus.
Okay, all praise to the Most High. Let me ask y'all this question. Before y'all go in, according to the Most High God, what is your nationality? Just holla at us when you come out. All right. All praises. So yeah, we out here to rebuke with all authority. And a part of being able to rebuke with authority is first knowing what authority that we've been granted, right? Because if you don't, just like trucking, and trucking, when you do truck driving, you got to be granted authority, don't you? You got to have authority. So in order to be granted authority, you have to be granted authority by the governing body, right? The governing body that granted us authority is Yahweh. How you doing there, sister? What's your nationality on your dad's side? Cuban, right? Venezuelan, right? Mexican. All right, all praise to the Most High. So the authority that we've been given, all authority has been given to us by the Most High God Yahweh. And we are trying to walk according to righteousness and not to abuse or misuse that authority that we've been given. Right? Bring that out, okay?
Matthew 18.
Yeah, bring that. And the reason why we going to Matthew 18 because, hey, how y'all doing? What's your nationality on your dad's side? What's your nationality on your dad's side? All right, what about you? African and Chinese. Is your dad's dad, your granddad on your dad's side is Chinese or African? Chinese? So your great-granddad on your dad's side is Chinese? Okay, this one be for you. All right. And that's the thing, too. We ain't out here for skin color. How you doing, brother? What's your nationality on your dad's side? Black highlighters when you come out. You know, a lot of people think that we out here because of skin color. Like, perfect example, the young lady right there, she has skin complexion that look kind of like all of ours. So one would think, just because you have that same skin folk, that we're the same kin folk. But we're not out here for skin color. How you doing, sister? Remember, you're an Israelite, sister. How you doing, brother? Brother going to the store. Come holler at us when you get out. So, because of all these senseless murders and things that have been going on in our community, a lot of it is because we don't have an understanding of conflict mediation and conflict resolution. We think that, hey, if we beefing and we got it, it's on the flow. I got to slide on you, right? I got to set you up. You know what I'm saying? I got to put a hit on you, or we got to fight. You know, we've lost that brotherly love and that compassion and that understanding of how to resolve conflicts amicably. We can have a disagreement. The scriptures tell us that there's going to be disagreements. Hey, brothers and sisters, one thing real quick. If your father is so-called black, Latino, or Native American, according to the Bible, you are children of Israel, God's chosen people. And you got to repent, keep the commandments. So when we get back to this conflict resolution and we look at the scriptures are a practical guide to tell us how to deal with our brothers and sisters, even in the midst of conflict. So we're going to go to Matthew 18, and we're going to see and read and dissect how the Most High God compels us and teaches us through the example of Christ. Let me get that Christ is our perfect example. What's that in leaving a First Peter? Leaving a perfect example.
2 and 21.
2 and 21. The water. See, hey, brothers out here know these precepts. You know what I mean? And you might not know all the precepts, but you got mighty brothers, right? Who can help you and who can guide you in a way to call out these precepts so we can teach this one body.
All right.
How you doing, brother? You all right? Let me ask you one question. What is your nationality on your dad's side? You African? All right, well, come teach us something then. You from Nigeria? Where? I mean, Mokoko, Abuja, Imo, Lagos? Where? You? So you an Israelite. You an Israelite, so come on up here, brother. Come on up here, brother. The Yoruba go back to Israelites.
The amazing thing about it all is that when you truly go into the history of the Yoruba, the sons of Ephraim, they even in their own cultural history say that they didn't derive from West Africa, but actually from North Africa. And among the Yoruba people, they also call themselves B'nai Ephraim, or sons of Ephraim, right? But the other Hamitic Yoruba people, they call the sons of Ephraim Imo Yakwaim, which means strange people. Why would they call them strange? Because they still adhere to customs that are of Israelite customs, keeping the Sabbath, children circumcised on the 8th day, as it says in the law. Even when you go into their language, Abu, which is saying father. So these are certain things that, are customs.
There's also, in Yoruba land, there's a town called Iju Igbo, which they trace their particular heritage back to Ephraim. And it is stated in their history and in their culture that they derived from when they were expelled actually from Morocco, from the Muslim kingdom of Morocco. And they dwelled among the Yorubans, and they're still there to this day, Israelites who identify as Ephraimites. Now, just to be clear also, we're not stating that all Yorubans are Israelites, but as you know, we are spread throughout the four corners as prophesied. And you can do more research on this yourself, but just wanted to bring out this.
Yoruba, you got to come back to your heritage and serve Yahweh. That's right. And don't break the Sabbath. And we got to humble down as a people. Our people be so damn prideful. I know more than all you, but I'm breaking the Sabbath. Right. Like, let's kind of humble down and let's come deal with each other. How you doing, brother? What's your nationality on your dad's side?
Black.
Black? Who called us black?
Mama.
Yeah, well, before your mama called you black, how did we as a nation of people, it's something that's been passed down, right? False knowledge oftentimes get passed down faster than the truth. I'm going to say that once again. False knowledge and false teachings oftentimes get passed down more than the truth, and it's accepted wider than the truth. Because it tells us wide is the gate unto destruction, but narrow is the path to life and righteousness. Right. So we're here to tell you, King, that based on the Bible, do you believe in the Bible? You believe in the whole Bible? Certain parts. What parts do you believe in? What parts don't you believe in?
And I don't believe it. Right.
Okay, well, fortunately for you, that's not in the Bible. Let's get Revelations 1 and 14. Let's prove all things. Start with 1 and 1. Because we've been taught that Christ looks like what? Which one does Christ look like? Have we been taught that Christ look like? No, I'm saying, what have we been taught that the image of
That he was
Christ,
white.
that he was white, right? And then we think that that's from the Bible, right?
Right, what they talk now.
Because what we've been taught. But let's see what the Bible actually says, and let's read it for ourselves and see if what the Bible says matches up with what we've been taught. All right? Go ahead, can you bring it up? Start with verse 1 and then jump down.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So this is the revelation of Christ, the revealing. Revelation means to reveal. Go ahead.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Were what?
Were white like wool.
No, with stringy Brad Pitt hair.
Were white like wool.
So, do you know how to play baseball? How many strikes you get in baseball before you strike out? You get 8 strikes or you get 3? You get 3. So we gonna play biblical baseball, right? So head and hair were white like wool. Which one has white woolly hair? Which one has a depiction of white woolly hair? Okay, so that's strike 1 against the false image of Christ, right? Let's read on. Go ahead.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
Okay.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Which one got flame of fire eyes, look more austere? That's strike what? That's strike 2. Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
So fine brass, right? That means dark brass, as if it burned in a furnace. So brass is a derivative of what color? Green, brown, yellow? Which one is brass a derivative of? Brown. So if something is dark brown, right? That means it's not white, right? Means it's not peachy skin, right? It's dark brown. Kind of like you, brother. So is that strike 3? That's strike 3 then, right? So based on the Bible, one of the things that you said that you didn't believe in the Bible was that Jesus was a white man. But now can you see how the Bible doesn't teach that Christ was a white man?
Yeah, like from the Quran.
Well, you can't mix it with the Quran because the Quran is a false doctrine.
I mean, most of the Bible is most false doctrine.
No, the Bible is not false doctrine. Nowhere in the Bible is false doctrine.
They wrote that.
How do we know? Because this is why. The spirit of prophecy. You know what prophecy is?
Yeah.
What is prophecy? What in your definition?
Yeah, I think your prophet, you have right and right and wrong.
I mean, that goes to a part of it because there's real prophets and there's false prophets, right?
Right.
So a false prophet is somebody who declares that the Most High said something and then it doesn't come to pass as he said. Let me get that, where's that word say that any prophet who prophesies something and it comes not to pass, mind my name?
Deuteronomy 18.
Deuteronomy 18, okay, you said 20?
Before you go too far, did you say, hold on, did you say they wrote this while we was in the fields?
They wrote in the field.
Did you say they wrote this while we was in the fields? What you had said?
No. I think they wrote, we wasn't there when they wrote it, so how would we know?
You said we wasn't there when they wrote this?
So it might be false.
When you say that, you saying a white man wrote it?
I never said that. So
Okay, I'm asking.
I don't know who wrote it.
Okay. Praise.
God. And that's why we're going to route to show you that how we know that this Bible is 100,000 million trillion billion percent authentic and real and truthful. Primarily also is because of prophecies. Right? So we're going to show you that there's fault because you also made a comparison. Huh? Well, I mean, just step over here a little bit, brother. Get out there. It's better to burn up in the sun than to burn up in a lake of fire. Which one would you rather do? No. We got an order, so you can't do that. But you can stand in the shade, right?
The shade between the cars.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead. Bring this out, King. Watch this. Yeah, that Deuteronomy first.
I'm there.
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse number 20.
Bring it out.
But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die.
You see that? So there's something called false prophecy.
Yeah, I understand.
Right? So when you compare the Bible to the Quran, that's apple and oranges. One is a book full of real prophecies, and one is a book full of false prophecies. The Quran, there's not a real prophecy in the Quran. Right? No, it's not all of what you believe, but you can believe a lie, though, right?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
But you listen.
Heard so many things and so many verses. So
I'm glad that you said that, King. But walk with us. It's one thing of believing in something that's a lie versus believing in something that's the truth.
I don't believe the things I don't believe myself.
This is the thing is, King. You can believe in something for yourself and it still be. No, but Pete, now I'm glad you said that, but that's why we went to the spirit of prophecy. Let me get Isaiah 8 and 20, or 20 and 8, right? Because the thing about prophecy is that it's something that was declared through the spirit and power of the Most High God that actually came to pass. So that would make it true. But if somebody declared something in the name of the Most High God and it didn't come to pass, that means that that prophecy was a false prophecy and that prophet was a false prophet and they told you lies. So when we line up and we read the prophecies that are in the Bible, one of the prophecies tell us who we are. That's why when you came up, I asked, what's your nationality? And you said black. And I said, who called you black? And you said, my mama. And then I said, who told her? You said, her mama, her mama, her mama. And then I said, that they've been handed down lies. So what we here to do now? No, they're not. Look at your skin. Are you black?
Yeah, I'm black.
No, you're not black, King. You're not. Look at your hat. Take your hat off your head. Please.
That's black.
That's black. It's not black. It's only one black. Black is black.
No, you got blue, black, you got black.
Now, I mean, but this is the thing is, the whole derivative of it, though, Elder, is that,
I know.
you see what I'm saying? But we've been called black because that's called a byword. That's what we believe, which is a lie. So we out here to dispel the lie and to tell you the truth. Let me get that John 8:32.
You can come in the shade. You just can't be in the line.
Oh, praises. I'm looking at Matthew 8:32. You should know the truth. I was right.
You know, a lighter shade of black is gray. You ain't gray, is you?
God. So we're gonna deal with a couple of things that you say, though, right? First of all, we're gonna establish what we are doing up here. All right, just so we clear. All right, so we're the Israelites, the chosen people of God. Israelites, the children of Israel, the ones that the Most High God made a covenant with, His chosen people. We up here to compel our people, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans of indigenous descent, to get away from all of the lies that we've embraced as a people. The facts that are false facts. Well, they're not false facts, these are not facts. To get away from all the lies. Because there's a truth and there's a lie. You follow what I'm saying? And the lie is that we're black. That's a lie. The truth is that we're Israelites.
That's right.
You follow what I'm saying? Right. So we are here to compel you and to show you.
I'm telling the same thing. They put in jail to
Nah. Because see, this is the thing is, when they put you in jail and you told them that you was lying, they could have been lying. Or don't light that up, though, King. Don't light that up. We would compel you not to even smoke that. Please, you'll be killing us and you. If we stopped you, we trying to stop you from killing yourself too out of love, right? Hey, this is the thing is, just because your mama was doing it all her life, don't make it right, right? There's people who are homosexuals all their life, and that make it right? But you see the fallacy in that thought, that way of thinking. All right, bring this out, King.
This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32.
Bring it out.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
The truth shall what?
And the truth shall make you free.
So you should know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And just like when we were talking about prophecy, is that all of the things that came to pass, those are the prophecies. And that's the truth. So now what we're trying to show you is that the truth is that you're not black, you're not an African American, you're not a colored, you're not a Negro, but that you're an Israelite. So now, go ahead, King. Yeah, you're an Israelite. Yeah, see, that's the truth. And how we can prove that you're an Israelite is through the scriptures, because you said that the Bible and the Quran have a lot of false things in them, a lot of false doctrines, you said.
got the most time on the earth now, sitting down.
Hey, listen, you don't know the Most High can extend your life and you can live until you want, right? But we will agree that time is short.
When your time comes.
Your time comes. So let us prove to you with a couple of scriptures, Lord willing. Let us just show you three things then. Three things. You got time, Lord willing. All right, just real quick. Cause them shoes or whatever you buying ain't going nowhere, brother. All praise. Well, now the Most High God stopped you to give you this life, this words of life. Bring that out, Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass.
It shall what?
It shall come to pass.
That means a prophecy is about to be spoken. It shall come to pass. That means there's something that's going to happen that the Most High God is declaring. Go ahead.
If thou will not hearken.
If thou will not what?
If thou will not hearken.
Hearken means to listen. If the Most High God saying to the children of Israel, our people, it's going to happen somewhere in the future. And if y'all don't listen, go ahead.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
What's going to happen?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake.
What's happening to the Israelites?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Is a curse a good or a bad thing?
It's bad.
It's a bad thing. So this is what the Most High God told to our people, is that if we don't listen to the Most High God, that we're going to be cursed. Let me give you one curse right quick. Let me get the first curse.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16.
Bring it out.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Have you ever heard of slavery? Who was cursing in the fields? The Negroes was cursed in the field. The Latinos, the Native Americans. We was the ones cursed in the fields, right?
We have more food than saying that we are working.
Huh?
Black people working harder than the field.
Well, we got to say all of our people. Because what we realize is that the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
So just like how you had us in the fields, you had our Latino and Hispanic brothers in the field too.
Teach, huh?
You had the Native Americans in the field. Why do you think most people say, I'm black and Indian?
Yeah, they do.
Huh?
Yeah, they call themselves on.
Native Americans were enslaved in a system of bondage that was similar to African slavery, but has been largely ignored and is not well understood. The system began before Columbus arrived in the Americas and lasted for centuries, with an estimated 2.5 to 5 million Native people enslaved between 1492 and 1880. European empires, including the English, French, Dutch, and Portuguese, all participated in the slave trade. While Native Americans had been forced into slavery as early as 1636, the practice became widespread during King Philip Wars in 1675 to 1676. In New England, colonists enslaved 2,000 Native Americans between 1636 and 1700. In the mid 18th century, 1/3 of Indians in southern New England were living as slaves or servants in white households. In the Southwest, slave raiding was a common and lucrative practice, with New Mexican and Native slavers capturing women and children and selling them on the borderland markets. Women, generally the most valuable slaves, followed by girls, boys, and then men. Wake up, Israelites. The Native American slave trade was disrupted by the Indian Wars of the early 18th century and the increasing importation of African slaves, and effectively ended by 1750. Colonists also found that Native American slaves were more likely, that is, to escape because they knew the land. So this goes back to the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and 16. All of us were slaves, the Israelites.
You call it some kind of red Indian.
Navajos, Cherokees, all of that. You follow what I'm saying? So you're not a black man, huh? You are an Israelite. Let me hear you say that. I'm an Israelite. Let me ask you this. All praise to the Most High. Yeah, you gotta be proud to say that, because look.
I'm always proud. Just think I don't do nothing not to be proud.
Well, we can't be proud to say we black, because black is not a nation of people. Black is a color.
Anybody can put a brand on you, and that means like you say, you gotta believe for us.
And I'm glad you said that, because our oppressors put a brand on us, but the Most High told us our nation that we are. So the Most High put the true brand on us, and we ought to obey God rather than man, right? Okay, so I know you got to go, but I want to address one more thing, Lord willing. Now you would have to retract your statements, though, that you made about the Bible, because you said that you believed in some things that are true and some things, but the two things.
I mean, it's just my belief.
But peep this though, the two things that you brought up today, right? Out of the Bible, we disproved that those things that you thought, as far as Christ was being a white man, and that us not knowing who wrote the Bible, right, or where the Bible came from, we proved that. Not who wrote the Bible, not only who wrote the Bible, but that the Bible is true. We disproved both of those things by showing you how Christ looks according to the Bible, right? So you would have to retract that, and you would have to retract the fact that the Bible is false, because we showed you prophecies that came to pass that only come to our people. You see that?
Yeah, I feel that.
So based on that, brother,
I don't think that's going to change.
Boy, it is going to change. Guess when it's going to change? Let me get Deuteronomy 30 right quick. It's going to change when the Most High God sent his son back to free us, the children of Israel, who keep the law, statutes, and commandments and have faith in Christ, and put us in a rulership and destroy the other nations and put them in subjugation and put the curses that are on us, he going to put it on them.
That's right.
You wait, okay? You patiently wait? Okay, we're going to show you what you should be doing while you patiently wait. Let me get that to that revelation. Bring it out, okay?
Deuteronomy chapter 30.
Listen to this. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass.
That's prophecy talking. And it shall come to pass. Go ahead.
When all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee.
Because the Most High God put blessings out for us, and he put curses out for us. He told us, choose ye this day which one you'll take. You going to enhance the blessing, or you going to roll with the curses? Go ahead.
And thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee. And shalt return unto the Lord thy God.
And shall do what?
Return unto the Lord thy God. And shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day.
See, you patiently waiting, but you got to be doing this. You got to be returning to the Most High. No, you got to be returning to the Most High God. And you return to the Most High God by listening and doing the commandments that he told you to do.
Yeah, you got to read it.
So in order to do that, you got to read the Bible. You got to rock with the Bible. There's no other book that's going to give you commandments.
I read it, and like I said, I'm God perfect. I read it and say this.
You got to read it, but you got to do it though too. You got to follow it.
But that'll take time.
It'll take time, but you got to start today, King. What better time than the present? Because you said you 54.
I started in 2002 when I came home from prison.
Oh, praise. How many numbers you got?
I got 5.
5. See, this is the thing is that
I'm home now.
the Lord willing you stay home, but the thing that's going to keep you from getting 6 numbers is coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments. So I'm led to believe if you was doing the things that was in here, you would have never got the number. I got one number. But that's the thing is, the choices that we make are because we're enticed by the lust after this world.
I mean, you know, you put your hand in the fire, you're
going to get burned, but if you keep putting your hand in the fire, get burned 5 times, there's something wrong. Right? So we got to be, that's because your mind is bad. You got to transform through the spirit of your mind. Yeah, you got to change the way of thinking. Right? And in order to change the way of thinking, you got to change the way of thinking according to what God told you to think like.
That's right.
You feel me? And change your actions. But you're not going to change your actions without changing the way you think.
You will never do it in one day anyway.
Well, the Most High God can do that. He got the power to change you in one day. But you got to put in the work. And the way that you put in the work, you got to follow the blueprint, huh? We got the blueprint right here. It's like somebody want to build a building and they got the blueprint, but they don't want to follow the blueprint. They just want to damn do what they want to do. The building gonna collapse, right? You got to follow the blueprint. So before I dap you up, what's your nationality that you just learned according to the Bible?
That I'm black.
The Bible said you was black?
No, I said that they said I was black.
But what did the Bible say you are? Started with an I.
What?
Israelite. Let me hear you say it.
Israelite.
Israel. You gotta say that with pride. With pride.
I'm saying, but I do that. Forced me to do it right now. This is only the first time we ever had a conversation.
Okay. And I'm glad you said that. You know why?
So let me choose that path.
Now, I am trying to force you to say, you know why? Because your oppressor forced you to say you was black, and we just accepted it.
No.
Yeah, they did.
My mama them told me I was black.
Which was a product of your mama's mama being getting that forced on them by the oppressor.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
No, but believe what my mama told me.
Now, you can do other things than believe what your mama told you.
Not that I'm older and she's gone.
I
can make my own choice.
Because when I was a child, I thought like a child. But when I became a grown man, as the Bible says, I put away childish ways.
I can grow into that. But
right.
I just jump into it.
Okay, no, we want you to do your research.
But it was a thought, you understand, you put on my mind.
All praise to the Most High God. Look, we want you to do your research, but I always tell people this. When your mom or anybody told you was black, or when we found out that we was called black, we didn't have to go do research to find out we was black.
No, we
just accepted it. But now when our people tell you that you're the children of God and that you're an Israelite, well, you got to go do your research. But we say we got to do research though. We got to do. You see, I feel that we'll kick it around in your mind. We plant the seed and things of that nature. Lord willing, the Most High water and provide the increase. But you're an Israelite.
But I wouldn't listen.
You okay? All praise. You got to repent. You got to keep the commandments. All right.
You got a number we can reach.
Trying to stack the bricks to fit the kingdom, ain't no Tetris. Like a candidate for office, wanna win election. I be working 1 through 6 and resting on the 7. I know coming to the truth, no doubt my biggest blessing. We sent to teach the saints with love and help them find a way. Riding through the spirit, helping me with what to say. We were slaves, you gon' be slaves, and I say even trade. Our salvation cost a ticket, but the price is paid. I know that I need both to make it. Walk by faith and not by sight, my shades look like Jamaicans. Got some Levites on them islands, we don't call them Haitians. You can't make it to the kingdom by commandment breaking. If you're struggling with sins, say get behind me, Satan. You know the times now, going up ain't going down. You don't know the prophecies, but you gon' find out. Fire gon' be everywhere, cause he gon' bring them bombs out. Couple times I fell into a pit, he helped me climb out.